Good afternoon there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Tim, the trucking and farming legend. We're going to do some farming tonight. I've been off a couple of days under the weather, so I figured I'd get on tonight since I hadn't been on in a while. So let's watch some farming here. Give me a drink of water. Boy, I tell you, that water is good. Be sure to get this plowing done. I have to plow this and plant it. I think it's about time for me to hunt some planters up here on 20, 19 and 20. I'm gonna take this out there. This is my favorite. It's my favorite machine right here, the color of it. I'm over it. Ooh. Take a few minutes to get there. But we'll get there. I like this one planter here. I like a white. That's a pretty planter. I like using this one. Hey Adam, how you doing? I just got through my broadcast. I don't generally get on Sunday, but I haven't been doing too good there. Haven't been feeling too good. I thought since I was feeling a little better, I'd go ahead and put on a broadcast tonight. I mean, a live stream tonight. I'm doing alright now. I'm doing a lot better. Feeling better. I had to lay in the bed a couple of days though. That in itself, I don't like laying in the bed all the time myself. But I had to get that old fever broke and get everything back right. Still got sniffles and sneezes. But I think I'm going, he run into that tree, didn't he? Almost. I think I'm gonna be alright. I like this white planter here, Adam. It's a pretty color. I like this color. I have all colors of them. I just like this white one. I guess with that color in there on top of that planter, it makes it look good. Do you like that color? Oh, now he ain't gonna go till I get started. Get over a little bit. I have to get over here and do this until that other helper up there leaves. Now he'll take over. Oh yeah, big field. I love his planter though. It's a pretty color. I've got all kinds. I got all colors of planters right there's one, red and whatever color it is on top of it. I've got the planters. Well, them trucks is fixing to get loaded. About got all my harvesting done on 19 and 20. Well, 19's already done, so I'm just finishing this one up right now. He's through. come on. I wish this thing would quit that stopping. So he's through. Now I get him off the field. Got one more. We'll get him off the field, and this one here will be ready to plow and plant. Now we'll get him. Ha! He almost moved before I got there. I'll go put this one on that other one up there. You've been working hard. I've been meaning to ask you how that new truck doing, Adam. Oh, he's already down there on that truck. I swear to my goodness. These people cannot turn around unless they get into the other stuff out here. Get off and get this tractor back going. I just moved my truck. Well, it won't do no good that narrow be in front of him. So I just moved this one. Oh, that's good. I gotta get them trucks off of the field. My darn brakes are hanging up. Get them trucks off the field there. Now one of them done and jacked the other one up somewhere. What in the world going on here? Lord have mercy. Gee whiz. What in the world is wrong with these people? He's through. Get him to go and drive the course there. He'll pick up and go on in a minute, maybe. We gotta get these two off the field that's together out here. I think so there. I think so, Adam. Hopefully. I was looking for my other friends to get on here. I don't believe they're gonna make it. I got some friends on my broadcast, you know. I told them to come down here and talk to me. I ain't seen none of them yet. That's alright, I got you on here. I still ain't figured out why this thing is stopping. It's just stopping and going. Could be I got too many pieces of equipment on the field. I don't know. I heard that. But if you do, you do, you know. If you do, you do, buddy. We can't be responsible for what they do, you know. They won't be that way. I can put them on report. And ban them. I can ban them from the channel. I gotta go in fishing out. Yeah, I can ban them for the channel. They'll probably figure out another way to get back in here. That's why I don't like why YouTube lets them go under another name and come back in here. Because it's the same IP address. I mean, you know. Get these trucks off of here. I'm a little bit fast. Oh, I knew I was going to run off there. A little bit fast on that one. Get talking about other people messing up. And I messed up. My word, I went too far. Hell, it was jumping around too, and I couldn't see that good. I don't know why it does that. See how it's jumping? I don't know why it's doing that unless there's just too many pieces on one field, I imagine. I need to go back and get this other one off. Let my plows take over. See, the more you get off of the field, the calmer they get, you know, out here. They don't jump around as much. So I figured that's what it is. Too many on the field is making them jump around. Now if I can find my plow. Got one there through. I need to get it off. Let me get this weed off of him. I need a big truck up here is what I need. $99,000. I tell you, it'll fill 3 of these trucks up right here in front of me. I'm just going to I'm going to get another one. Let me go to the store and get me a, oh no, that's the wrong one. That's the right one. I need to go get me another truck. No, I don't need that. I need a truck. This one here. Dark blue by it. That trailer right here, it will it will hold a lot, believe me. I know. I'll show you in just a minute when I get to it. It takes a while to get used to it. Get to it when you buy it. You gotta go get it. That and there just have to wait. I gotta get my truck, but oh great. I'm gonna have to do something with this one. That's one of them trailers right here. This trailer right here holds 700,000 liters. They have a hard time catching this thing here. He ain't running but 12. Oh, he's running 15 miles an hour. 20. He got 5,800 on there now, so I'll leave him with it. He'll. Oh no, I was going backwards. I wasn't going forward. Come on, where you at? Oh. Ooh, I'm gonna have to put a stop here. I had to stop him, let that other one get a hold. Get ahead of him. No, I gotta go the other way. Come on, good gracious. There it is. The reason I use these tractors will turn a lot better than the one that they made for this trailer. They got a tri-axle truck. It's huge, it's long, it takes a lot to turn it. This one right here turned real good. Getting warm in here. I was hoping I pulled that up there far enough, and I did, I believe. Oh, barely. See, it don't take just a second to unload it. Come on. There you go. Hey, Devon, how you doing, buddy? Haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Let me go up here and get this truck out of the way. I know it ain't gonna do no good. He'll run up there and hit that one there too. This is that gigantic trailer right here, a whole 700,000. I didn't have much on it then, but I gotta go back and get that other one off right here. These people them people will not back up, buddy. I went too far. They won't back up for some reason. Hopefully 2019 I have them to back up when they get in trouble. Well, Devon, I had 3 brothers that did that, and they made a career out of it. One of them did, and they haven't never give no problems, you know. They always had a good time, they said. The only thing is, son, that Navy, you better be ready to get on the water. Believe it or not, them ships rock back and forth. You get seasick if you ain't careful. Which I guess you already know that. I mean, I think you'll like it. You just like I said, you have to get that being seasick, you have to get it down to where you won't be sick. So let me tell you something, Bubba. Seasick, buddy, when you get seasick, that is sick. I heard my brother told me when he first started in the Navy, he threw everything up in his tummy but his belly button. But he said after he got used to it, hey, he was alright then. You know, they got salt tablets for sweating. They got Dramamine for being seasick. Oh, they have everything you need on the ship, Bubba. I heard you, Adam. That's a good idea. I heard that. So he's already let you know about that, huh? Hey, they got stuff that'll keep you from being sick. You just do like they say, man, and take it. Because if you get sick, you're gonna be sick. It don't last for long, but you know. I'm just telling you like my brothers told me. That ship, it gets in kind of a little choppy water, it will rock. Back and forth, up and down, sideways, sideways. You get used to it though. You'll have a good career. I'm sure you'll like it. My brother said that he liked it after he got, you know, after they got into the got out there and got it over with, you know. Oh, you'll love it. I've seen some. I've seen some pictures my brother sent back home when Mom and Dad was living, and my two brothers, one weekend, for somehow they got together in the Philippines, and they spent the weekend together, and that was pretty neat. And they sent us some pictures of them. One of my brothers almost married a Filipino. I don't know what made him change his mind, but he was going to one time marry a Filipino, and I don't know why it happened. And believe it or not, she was a pretty woman. If he'd have married her, I wouldn't have been. I'd have been proud of it. Cause them Filipino women are beautiful women too, buddy. We got beautiful women all over this country, and overseas and everywhere else. Hopefully you get to make a career out of it. That would be nice. You wouldn't have to worry about getting out here and going to work every day. Some kind of job you didn't really want. You get 6 years. I think it's I don't forget how many years it is. 6 years, I think, and you can join. You know, rejoin and work your way on to a career. And of course, 6 years is a long time. You could get a pretty good bit of ranking while you in there. Get you a good ranking, you make a career of it. Yeah. You ain't no telling where you come out. Probably a general or something like that. Well, not a general, but a captain or something. You just depend on what you want to do. I don't know all the classes of the Navy, but I know it's first class, third class, second class. Let's see what he said. Third class chief petty officer, second class chief petty officer. I don't know after that. They didn't really say much about it after that. It is different. It is different from the Navy or the, I mean not Navy, but from the Air Force and Army and it's just different. I know they're, like I said, their ranking is different. Oh man, I gotta fill this thing up now. I thought I was through with this one. I think it's warrant officer and all that in the Navy. I ain't for sure. But I believe that's what my brother said. I had E6 when I came out of the Army. Oh yeah, you have everything right there, man. You won't have to worry about nothing. When I came out of the Army in '76, 1976, I had, I was E5, E6 when I got out. Took 2 times around to get that, 'cause I got busted down one night. I got busted back down to a corporal one night. I was off base and wasn't supposed to be off base, and they caught me. EOL, AWOL is what they call it. But I made it back up. I told the captain and the general, I talked to the general, I told him, I said, man, I didn't mean for that to happen, you know. I wasn't meaning for that. I was just going to the bowling alley off base, and they wasn't no way that I meant to do that on purpose, you know. I didn't know what, there was some guys was telling me, come on, Mac, let's go out to the bowling alley. They told me it was on base. When I got out there, I knew it wasn't on base. And I told them, y'all told me this was off on base. Well, it is. I said, no, it ain't. I said, now, I'm not stupid. I know where we at. We was in South Carolina. And Fort Jackson is where I was at. I took my basic training and all that at Fort Jackson. We was on off a military base. I thought, well, since I'm already out here, I might as well go to the bowling alley. And there's some dudes. There was some dudes started some stuff there, and I got up right in the middle of it. So that busted me back down to a corporal. I was a sergeant. It didn't take me but a couple of years to get ranking. I heard that, buddy. Sergeant Major, that's pretty good size there. I was sort of, my next ranking would have been staff sergeant, but I didn't stay in. I didn't re-up. If I'd have re-up, they'd have gave me staff sergeant just as soon as I re-up. But I didn't. I didn't re-up. I got out. I was stupid for not re-upping and get a career where I was at. I should have done that. The only thing could have went wrong if we'd had war, which we done just had the Vietnam War. I just got out of that. We just got out of Vietnam, and I figured that since that Vietnam was over, we could rest easy, you know, pretty good. You know, I missed the Korean War, and I didn't miss Vietnam. Vietnam got me, but hey, it is what it is, buddy. I think there was 52,000. I ain't for sure about it, but it was 52,000 men and women got killed in Vietnam. And I seen a few of them happen myself. I seen a few of them get killed myself, man. That just, that'll tear you up. Well, let's see what I got to do here now. That son of a gun has already got hung up over here again. God dog it. Why in the world can't they turn around, back up? What in the hell am I doing on here? Excuse my language. These jokers right here, they aggravate the heck out of me because they can't back up. Why don't you look at this right here now? Why the heck didn't he just back up? If it had just backed up, he could have went on. But no, they ain't gonna do that. They're too, I don't know what it is about them. They just can't do it. Well, I'm fixing to go across to the front right here. Yes, I did, Devon. I really did. One of my friends, he got killed. He got killed on the rifle range. We was having machine gun fire at late evening, and they put us in a group, and the sergeant that was talking to us, they was preparing us for what was fixing to happen, and they told us, whatever you do, don't get up, because this is live M60 machine gun fire over your head. Do not jump up for whatever you do, because this is where you get your live training right here. One of my friends hollered and jumped up, and it cut him in two with that M60 machine gun did. Oh yeah, it was sad, but we were warned, don't jump up no matter what. Every third round, I won't never forget that night, every third round that they shot had a tracer. And that tracer turned into a solid streak of fire all the way to the target. And we were told not to get up. We were low crawling under a sort of like a I don't forgot, it's like barbed wire. We were crawling through the trenches, small trenches, and they, you know, and he jumped up. There wasn't nothing we could do. I mean, he jumped up and he got killed. That hurt real bad. I had several of my friends get killed in there. I tell you what, if a friend of mine hadn't have been pretty close to me that night up there at the bowling alley in South Carolina, if a friend of mine hadn't have been close to me there, I'd have got killed that night, because this guy pulled a knife on me and put it to my throat, and I thought it was over with, and he come up behind him, and I don't know what he hit him with, but he didn't hit him in the head, he hit him on the shoulder that he had that knife in. And when he dropped it, then He hit him pretty hard. Whatever he hit him with, I don't forgot what he hit him with. But he hit him with on the shoulder where he had the, the one he had the knife in. He dropped it real quick like. And then we called the MPs. They come out and got him. Now there's some things I could tell you about the Army that was real dreadful, man. It's just something that you have to go through with when you enlisting out. Yeah, Fort Jackson. Yeah, that's where I was at. We were in the old barracks. The new ones was across the holler from us. Down from the orderly room and the it was they were a different style living in them old barracks than the new ones. Of course, we had to scrub the barracks every gosh dogged evening nearly and make it look the best we could. Hey, it was old. Paint was peeling. We had to scrape the paint off, sand it down, paint it. We did that all while I was in there. The new barracks, they were brand new when I got in there, and them guys didn't have to do half the work we did to keep our barracks clean. All they had to do was wax the floors every night and make sure the lockers was presentable, and the foot locker and the cabinets was presentable. Right there beside my bed, we had a foot locker. It was right in front of the cabinet where we kept our clothes. In the foot locker, we had our socks, our shoes, our stuff to keep our shoes shiny, shoe polish and all kinds of stuff in it. We had to get it presentable to have an inspection at the end of every week. I won't never forget one night. This was Friday night, and we were going to have an inspection on Saturday. Okay, Devon, we'll see you later, buddy. Devon, I'm sorry, Devon. I'll get with you tomorrow. Hey, Hal. Hey, I'm trying to, buddy. I'm trying to get them done. I'm getting this and here plowed. Keep these tractors out of them darn things on the end right there. I'm having them get this thing cut off short. How you doing, Hal? Yeah, well. Okay, Devon. We'll see you later, buddy. I didn't have too much fun tonight, Al, in my broadcast. The guy that owns the league, SRA, he wanted his last year's champion to help Joe call the race. And I told Joe, I said, Joe, I don't want no part of free in the booth. I said, you can't get nothing done that way. You can't stay in sync. Continuity was way off, and I told him at about the, not even the middle ways, I said, look, I'll see you later. Y'all go ahead and call this one out yourselves. And I left. And I told Joe at the end, I told him, I said, Bo, I said, we cannot have free in the booth. And I said, if you're going to have free in the booth, I just soon not be there. I mean, you know, I don't want to hurt your feelings or nothing, but I just soon not be there. He said, I know. He said, I didn't like it because he called it that way neither, but he owns the league. I said, yeah. That guy come in there and took over, though. I didn't like that shit. Excuse my language, y'all. I'm doing better, buddy. Except for tonight, you know. I'll be alright. It ain't gonna make me quit what I'm doing. Even if I lose Sunday night, it don't bother me, you know. If I lose Sunday night broadcast, it don't bother me at all. I got one tomorrow night, that's mine. And I'll do that one, the K&N series for Extreme. Tuesday night we got the trucks. Thursday night we got Xfinity. Saturday night we have the big tracks, a Daytona and Talladega with them people. It's either the trucks or Xfinity on Saturday night. They rotate from each Saturday. So it's pretty good. It's Daytona or Talladega every night, you know. That's the only thing that's boring, really. They do only the big track. I'm gonna go right down here and put this on this truck so we don't move out of my way before I get there. Al, you'd have done the same thing, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you have done the same thing? I'm gonna go up here and get this other one and empty it out. Well, there ain't nothing on this one anyway right here. This one here done too. I just happened to look up there. Must be that other one up there. Wouldn't you have done the same thing, Hal? I mean, I don't like three in a booth, Bubba. I don't like three in a booth. So, they just, I don't want no three in there. You can't get your continuity right and stumbling over everything. I just soon stay out of it. Yeah, it's been a quiet night, Adam. Yeah. Things will get better, you know. Put this one right here. Hey, how you doing, Vern? Well, yeah, in a way it did, in a way it didn't, Hal. You get mixed up when you got three people calling a race. You don't know when to go in, you don't know what this other guy is going to do. Me and Joe, we got it worked out what we do. But this other guy, we didn't know what he was going to do. And every time you turn around, he'd jump right in there. And just let them have it. You know, let them work it out. That's sad that they can't do that. Now, what in the world? I don't understand what in the world this thing was doing that far off. Gee. I'm doing good, buddy. I'm feeling a lot better. I've been feeling a little bit under the weather the last couple of days. I'm feeling pretty good right now. I still ain't got enough room for him to go. You know, we run into this same situation last season. I'm not going to be involved in it. This happened last year in another league that I was in, Joe and I, and it happened and Joe quit. So he told them flat out, we ain't gonna have no three in the booth. So he quit that one. But I'm glad he kept this one because, hey, SRA is a good team. Now what the hell center is that truck doing out here? Oh, come on, truck driver, my God. And just for that, you're gonna be parked up. And go home and sit at home and see how you like that. I don't know what this one's doing here. Come on, buddy, let's go. You're getting behind. Y'all have a good race tonight? I can't do it, Hal. I just can't do it. When somebody comes in there over, he come over me 3 times tonight, and I told Joe, I said, no, I'm not gonna do it. Y'all practice tonight? Oh, I hit the wrong button. Oh. Getting ready? Oh, I know. I don't know how Joe's gonna feel about it. I swear I don't, how. But when me and him started this, we was gonna be a team, and we've done good so far. But when they start messing with you like that, they got to be a line drawn somewhere. To start with, he wanted this guy wanted to do the buttons, you know, and all that. And I said to myself, how the hell does he think he's gonna do the buttons when it's Joe's show? And Joe told him, he said, what do you mean do the buttons? And then he come in there and he said, well, this is my show. Joe did. He said, you can't do the buttons on my show. You can sit out there and help with the race, but you can't do no buttons. So he said, he turned around and told me, he said, well, I just do it with you. I call the race with you. And I said to myself, I said, you hear this? Everybody in the chat seen what was going on. But when I got off, then they knew what was going on. Now why in the world that? Oh, there he is again up there, and they got dogged woods up there into my tractor. Man, these people, I swear to my goodness. They don't know what to do when they get loaded at the end of the road like that. They don't know how to go on and turn and get out of there. That's what's happening here. They're not turning. I hope next year they got a better layout than they got this year. If they don't, I won't be live streaming next year. I put up enough of this junk. I appreciate that, Hal. I really do. I gotta find this white planter. Let's see what he does at the end now. Vern, did you have a good birthday? I think I was a little bit late getting to you, but I did wish you a happy birthday. At least he's turning around. Let's see about the other one. Let's see about what he's gonna do now. Well, that's good, buddy. I'm glad you did. Like I said, I was late getting to you there on it, but did you see where I wish you a happy birthday? Vern, you like my brother, man, and you'll always be my friend. Always. You and Hal, Hal Jr., all them, all y'all be my, like my brother, man. Ain't that right, Hal? Well, that's good. That's good. I wished I'd had something to give you, but I don't have much myself. I'm having a hard time keeping up with all this broadcasting and all that. Seems like after Saturday night, I ain't no letting up on that broadcast until Sunday night or Friday night. Vern, I've already got, I know you do, buddy. It was the thought, I know you are, Bubba. I've had people, Vern, to get in touch with me and want me to do their races. And I've told them, I said, hey, I'm booked up. And we fixing to start a Friday night. I don't think Joe's gonna do that one with me, but Ryan will. I'm fixing to start a Friday night cup series with just stream. I don't believe Joe's gonna be on that one. Brothers, we got one another. we got all we need. You know what I mean? We got one another, we all we need. And y'all will always be my family. I could crank him up a little bit. He's going pretty slow. We're waiting that joker up there on that plow to get that done. There you go, buddy. For sure, you know it. Vern, I guess I can take on a new title on racing. You know what it would be? I've thought about it. Oh yes, he does. I thought about Godfather of Racing or Grandfather of Racing. That'd be more like it. I'm getting too darn old to race, so I need to get a new one. Oh no, I'm too old for that. I'm thinking of Grandfather of Racing. All of y'all are like my grandchildren. I'm telling you. I don't care how old y'all are. You're like my grandchildren. I'm lucky to have y'all as my friends. Now what's he stopping for? Hey, get your butt back out there. Let's go. I really don't know how many more years I can handle this right here. Each year gets a little bit tougher. I know I got another one on here somewhere. Where is he at? No? Well, what can I do? Papa Racer? I heard you, Vern. I thought Grandfather would be alright. I gotta go get me another tractor and another sower. Let me see what color I want. White. Main color is white. Rear wheel 400. I want the rim gray. Let me buy that one. And get me another sword. Where my swords at? There they are. That ain't the one I want though. The one I want's right here. This one right here. These two pieces are the only ones that I can color any color I want. Big girl racing. Oh no, Pimp Daddy ain't gonna work. Too old for that. Poor mother. Man, it's taking me a while to get my other one. Hey. Night Raider. I heard that. No, no, no. I'm trying to get ready for the end. What I want y'all to remember me as a good guy, pal. A good man. And a good friend. But I'll tell you what, I've had my life. Have I? You know, I don't think I want to live my life over again. There's too much in there. Too much bad. I'm not talking about me being bad. I'm talking about things that I've seen. When I was in the army, friends getting killed. I don't want that no more. I heard that. Don't let them big beautiful women ride me. Well, I couldn't even hold one of them up right now. I'm going back to the doctor sometime this week to see what's going on. I'll tell you the truth, I've been scared to go to the doctor, really, because I know there's something wrong. I don't know what it is, but I'm just scared to go to the doctor. Afraid of what he might say, but I got to go. I'm still losing 7 or 8 pounds a week, and that ain't good. Yeah, they probably could hold me up. Wow. What's going to happen when it comes my time to hold them up? That'd be a big one, wouldn't it? We're close to a thunderstorm. I heard you, I did. Hell, they could pick me up one hand, throw me anywhere they wanted to. I never thought I'd see a day I'd be back little again. Oh, but it's happening. Now, you know darn well you can't go through that tree. I can go up 15 miles already. Oh, come on, 10. Yeah, that's better. But you know how, and Vern, I'm going to be on here as long as I can. I'll be right here as long as I can. As long as I can get up and set up and do this with my feet. I'll be here as long as I can. Maybe burn 5 nights a week on broadcasting is taking a toll on me, reckon. Get off right here and get me another plow. I gotta have another plow out here. There's one right here. Yeah, got me another plow. I'll go up here and help this dude out right here. I'm gonna get in the middle. stop them from running into one another when they get through. They just run out. That blame brakes. There we go. We got another one going now. What was it, Adam? Oregon. I don't need no Oregon. I believe I got plenty of states already. There's gonna be a lot of them, but I don't get to visit. I'm sure there's a lot on there I won't get to go to. They say it's a beautiful state that they got fixed up for us. I've heard people say that it's been pretty. Yeah, I heard that. Well, it is, Vern. It's a lot on me. You gotta be there 8 o'clock every night. And I had to get my sleep through today. I can't do like I used to. Stay up all night and sleep all day, you know. I'm having to regulate that a little bit. I go to bed about 1 o'clock in the morning. I get up about 7 or 8, and I'll stay up about that time next night. But meanwhile, I need to get me some live streaming in there too, you know. If people used to me live streaming, I've got to, you know, try to do that. Gorgeous. I heard that. Well, maybe so. Nor if you buy it, you're gonna have to redo your computer again. You're gonna have to do it, update it. That way, I lose my things, and I'm tired of losing them. I'm building them back up now, and I'm not going to lose them no more. I'm pretty sure I got my updates cut off, automatic updates cut off. I think I have anyway. I'm gonna have to check and make sure I got my live updates cut off, because if I don't, they update and I'll be in the dark, so to speak. Again. Well, why more did he stop for you? Oh, that ain't nothing there, is there? Let's go over here. Just a little spot there. You ain't gonna turn around for that. Uh-oh, I believe I'm on a crash course. I may not be. I might be that one in the middle doing that. No, I'm on a crash course. How in the world did that happen? He's supposed to be on the other side. I guess I'll carry this one over and let him do it. I thought I had him over here. I wonder how many drivers got gypped out of that Highway 1 cleanup, Vern. You remember that Highway 1 landslide they had out in California or somewhere out there? Wonder how many people got gypped out of that. Working it, and then them promising them they give them something for it, like they did at Christmas before last. They said if you do 10 or 11, I don't forgot what it was, or more Christmas gifts, you get something from them. But I did 12 of them, and I didn't get nothing. From now on, when they have their Christmas, they can have it by themselves. I think it's time to turn this baby up. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom, y'all. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. How much was it, Vern? $20? I heard that. That ain't bad. I wonder how much Farming 19 gonna be. Has anybody seen any of the trailer or anything on Farming 19? muscle car. If you're gonna get a muscle car like we used to drive, Bubba, you better be saving a lot of money, 'cause they're high. Ain't they, Vern? I wanted a classic car, but you know, but they're too high. I wanted me a 58 Chevrolet, two-door hardtop convertible. That 58 Chevrolet was a nice car. I shouldn't have never sold the one I had when I was young. Hell, if I'd had it now, it'd been worth $25,000. Didn't know it when I was young. I had the 57, 58. I had Mustang, had a Cobra. I had everything in a Mustang when I was younger. The reason I had them all is because I fixed them and sold them. I'd buy them and fix them up and sell them. But I had my 57, 58 Chevrolet Classic. I had them, I bought them for me. I didn't buy them for sale, but I ended up selling them like crazy. A friend of mine kept on, come on man, sell me that 57 Chevrolet, I need it. I said, well, what the heck about me? He said, you got a 58. I said, I know, but I like my 57 too. So he talked me into selling it to him. Then about 3 or 4 months later, another guy got in touch with me, wanted my 58. He put too much, he put too big of a price on there for me to turn it down. Back then, it was just too hard to turn down $5,000. I mean, as young as I was, I couldn't turn it down. So I sold it for $5,000. That's why I say right now it'd be worth probably 20 or 30,000. Oh no. Well, let him go. He's plowing it. He's plowing it up. This one here plowing and planting too. This one coming up to me. No, he's plowing. He's doing all right. See how close we get here. You got another plow on the side. See how close we get. About 4 foot. Maybe a little bit more. Yeah, what kind is it though, Adam? You gotta look at that, Bobby. What kind is it? Some of them ain't worth what they're asking for it. Oh. What model is it? 289 was a regular Mustang engine. That's a small V8. And it was not considered a muscle car. I understand that. That would be considered as a classic. And 289 wasn't considered a muscle car. You want me to tell you a good one? A good muscle car? It's a 69 Chevelle with a SS396 in it with a 4-speed automatic. That right there was a hoss. Wasn't it, Hal? That SS396 Chevelle, that 69 Chevelle was a hoss, wasn't it? Had a heck of a muscle car too, buddy. Let's see what we got here. Alright, we got all this planted nearly, so time to take this one off. Man, if I could get a hold of me a 69 Chevelle with a SS396 in it, 4-speed automatic, oh no. That's a hoss right there, bubba. No kidding. I'm just telling you what it is. That car was a muscle car, buddy. That thing had a full barrel carburetor on it. And there was about nothing that you couldn't do with it. I mean, motor wise, work on it, pop it up, or whatever, you know. Hey Hal, what was that? That 69 Chevelle was what, 375 horses? I think it was, from the factory. They got a good night, Vern. I'll talk to you later, buddy. Good night, brother. We'll talk to you later. But that Chevelle was a hoss. I mean, it come from the factory with a 396 4-volt main. I don't forgot what kind of heads it had on it, but it had 400 something heads on it. But that booger would haul buggy. Yes, it would haul buggy, buddy. I mean, it'd haul the mail. I wished I had mine back. Mine was green, and it was a light green, and I had 12, I think it had 12-inch tires on it. It had 12-inch, not slicks, but 12-inch tires. It was sharp. I had them shiny rims on it. Right now, that car would be worth about $40,000. That's how stupid I was for letting it get out of my hands. That and that 58 Chevrolet Impala I had, that two-door hardtop Impala. That car, you can't even get a sniff of that car nowadays for that kind of money. That car was something else. That's that car they used in American Graffiti now. There wasn't very few of them made, and I have one of them. Like I said, they ain't no telling what that car be worth nowadays. Ain't no telling. That was like the same car that Ron Howard drove in American Graffiti. They wasn't very few of them made. What? Probably 600, 500 or 600 of them. I think that's what they said. That was an automobile, buddy. I heard you. You going good night there, Hal? I see you, Bubba. You have a good one. Tell Junior I said hi and everybody. Adam, you want me to tell you a car that was a muscle car? You may not believe it, but I can tell you exactly what you could get. And that sucker, it was a Golden Hawk Studebaker, and it had a Hemi engine in it. Buddy, that car, my God, that car would run. I had one. I bought one in Michigan from a lady up there in Michigan. Her husband died, and she let it, put it up in her barn. And I so happened to see it one evening when I was coming in from work. And I bought it. That car had I think it had 160 on the speedometer, I think it was. But it had a Hemi head engine in it. Boy, it had a motor, buddy. You talking about something hauling buggy. Now that Golden Hawk Studebaker would haul buggy. That was a muscle car. The car didn't look no different, you know, than a regular everyday car. It had just a little bit more under the hood than an everyday car. Yeah. Boy, it would haul buggy, I'm telling you. I drove that thing, me and the wife got in it when I bought it. We had, it hadn't been set up too long. And we went for a ride in it. Oh God, that thing was beautiful, man, and it sounded good. I didn't give her but $2,500 for it, and that's what she was asking, so I give it to her, and we went riding. Had new tires on it, hadn't been setting up about 3 months. It had new tires and battery and all that stuff in it. I checked all the fluids, oil, everything. And we went out riding one weekend there at the house where we lived, and she asked me, she said, what is so special about this car? I said, what do you mean what's so special about it? It's oh Lord. She said, Golden Hawk Studebaker. She said, it's a pretty car. She said, what's so special about it? Why is it? Oh yeah, God, yeah, ain't no telling what it'd be worth now. And we was on a pretty good stretch of a road on the back streets over there where we lived, and I made sure she had her seatbelt buckled up. And I told her, I said, buckle your seatbelts. She said, what do I need to buckle? I said, buckle your seatbelts. You'll see here in just a minute. She said, what are you fixing to do? I said, just buckle your seatbelts and I'll show you why this car is sought after car. She buckled her seats up. I dropped that down. I dropped that thing down in drive 2. And we was running about 50 miles an hour. And I stomped that thing at them. I could not hold it. That thing started burning rubber at 50-something miles an hour. And it was getting fishy, you know, fishtailing it. And I held it as long as I could. And she wasn't getting scared. She knew that I knew what I was doing. So I let up on it and I pulled off the side of the road. And I looked over at her. I said, now, do you know why this car is sought after by a lot of people? I do now. I said, this thing right here will run like a scalded dog. She said, I seen that. She said, I did not know this car would do that. It'd do a lot more than that, honey. You just can't hold it. So I sold her on a Golden Hawk Studebaker. That Hemi head engine, there were several of them, but that 550, I think it was a 550, I can't remember now. That baby would run. It had a 4-barrel carburetor on it. When that sucker opened up, when that carburetor opened up, my Lord have mercy. You can hear that baby getting up and getting with it. The Hemi head engine, you know what a Hemi head is, don't you, Adam? Dodge made them. Dodge and Chrysler. Chrysler was a Golden Hawk, not a Golden Hawk, but a Golden Line. Chrysler had I think it was 59 Chrysler had the Golden Line 513 in it, and that had a 513 Hemi in it. Oh Lord, yeah, throw you way back there. And that Golden Line 513 was a hoss too, cause it had a Hemi head engine in it, but it was a lot heavier car than the Golden Hawk. It had the big fins on the back, and I bought one of them one time over in where I lived in Gardendale in Mount Olive, and I bought it from a guy. He was tired driving it, and I seen him one day, and I asked him. I said, I knew him, and I knew what he had. I asked him. I said, Hugh, will you sell that Chrysler to me? He said, Tim, he said, I've known you a lot of years. He said, you've never asked me for no cars. I said, I know, but I said that Golden Line 513 is a hoss, and I know it. He said it is. But he said, yeah, he said, I'll sell it to you. And it'd been setting up, oh, I don't know, 2 or 3 months it'd been sitting there under the trees. Had to clean it up. I asked him, I said, what would you take for it? He said, give me $500 for it and it's yours. Man, I bought that car. I said, great deal. I pulled that money out of the pocket and paid him right there. And I kept that car for a long time. I kept it long after he was dead and gone. Bless his heart, he was a good man. He'd give me a deal on it. I mean, because we were friends, and I know that car was worth a lot more than what he offered it to me for. But I didn't make him take no more. I mean, I didn't twist his arm. And I told him, I said, Hugh, I said, this car's worth more money than this. He said, not so. He said, you're my friend. He said, I know you like this car. You've driven this car before. I said, I know I have. He said, you loved it. I said, I know I did, but I said, you know it's worth more than what I'm giving for it. He said, don't worry about it. He said, you're my friend. So, that was it. Now, what is this dude here doing? Oh, it must be something I can't see. He's sure getting it. But brother, and in a nutshell, our muscle cars was awesome. That Golden Hawk Studebaker, it was the greatest muscle car I've ever owned. I mean, you could get up to 150 miles an hour in no time. If you was running 50, 60 miles an hour, you could mash it on down. I'm not talking about stomping it, I'm saying mashing it on down, and it'd get up to 150 miles an hour before you could turn around, buddy. We got out on the interstate. Me and a friend, well, me and the old lady got out on the interstate one day up there in Michigan, and I asked her, I said, I made sure the tires were new on it, wasn't dry rotted or nothing. And they were nice tires. And I asked her, I said, would you like to go pretty fast? She said, sure. Well, we went out. I got on the interstate up there, I think it was 94, going towards Chicago, and I was running about 70 mile an hour. And I asked her, I said, "Are you ready?" I said, "I'm not gonna stomp it this time. I'm just gonna pick up." She said, "Sure." I pushed it on down right before it hit passing gear. Oh, great. I thought I had my foot on the brake. Oh, got up about 125. She said, "This thing is running." I said, "It ain't all yet, honey." I kicked it on up to about 100. It run probably 180, 190 real quick. And she said, "This thing running that fast?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "NASCAR drivers drive this fast. This how fast they drive on track." She said, "You gotta be kidding me." I said, "No, that's exactly how they do it." So I slowed down. I went home, and she was telling her cousin and all about that car, and I kept it. Well, we lived in Michigan for about 3 years. I brought it home when her daddy got sick, and we had to come home. Oh yeah, it'd be alright. Yeah. And I got home and I started driving it around. Over here warrioring around. A friend of mine, he wanted it. And I told him, I said, "Look, this car ain't for sale. I mean, it probably could be, but I don't want to sell it." And he told me, he said, "If I offer you enough money, you'll sell it." I said, "Well, I guess anybody would, you know. You offer them enough money, unless it's something that comes from their mom or dad." But I told him, I said, it was a good friend of mine that up in Michigan, it was a friend of ours that her husband died, and I bought it. And it was on the same road where we lived. He kept on at me, and I told him, I said, "No." I said, "No, it ain't for sale." I said, "I'm gonna keep this one." It rocked on a couple more months. He called me and he come over to the house. He said, "Take me for a spin." So I took him for a spin. He said, "Is these things as good as they say they are?" We was on the interstate, and I stomped it. When I stomped it, he fled back. I mean, his head hit the back of the seat, and he couldn't get out of that seat until I let up on it. And I got it up about 150, 60 mile an hour, and I slowed down, and I looked over at him. He was the color of cotton. So got back to the house. He said, "My God," he said, "I didn't know that car would do that." I said, "A lot of people don't know this car do that." And I said, "This is why this car ain't for sale. I could carry this thing to a car show and win win things with it." He got back in his pickup truck and he said, I'll talk to you later." I said, "Okay." About a week later, he called me back. I said, "Now, what do you want now?" He said, "I want that car." I said, "You can't have my car." He said, "This is ungodly." He told me, he said, "I will give you $25,000 for that car." And I told him, I said, "David," I said, "this car is it's a bad car and it's not worth that. He said, hey, I just told you what I'd give you for it. And I had $2,500 in the car. I said, good Lord, I'm gonna have to, look like I'm gonna have to sell it. The old lady, I told her, and she said, sure. She said, tell him come and get it, bring the money. After the old lady got a hold of it, that was all it took. She told me to sell it, so I wish the world I hadn't never sold that car. But I sold it to him for $25,000. And that was back in the 80s. Lord, I thought I'd find a truck up through here. That's enough about them muscle cars now. I tell you what, Adam, when we get off here, go and look at the Golden Hawk Studebakers and see how much they are running now. You look them up on YouTube. Anything you want, you can look it up on YouTube. They will have what you're looking for. And other than a truck, there ain't no truck on here. I don't got no truck up through here, so I'm gonna carry this one up here at the end up here. Why in the world is this thing stopping? I cannot understand that. There's 4 pieces of equipment out there. Stopping and going to the red. Wow, I don't know. But I won't never forget that old Golden Hawk Studebaker. I never will forget it. This thing still got a bunch cut right here. Well guys, ladies and gentlemen, I am fixing to put this thing to bed. It's 2 hours and 21 minutes. And I'll be back on tomorrow, sometime tomorrow morning. But I'm going to get off here tonight. And I will talk to y'all tomorrow. I appreciate everybody's coming here. Until I can see y'all tomorrow, may God bless. And I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Good night, everybody.